Hello, I just wanted to talk about Monster Hunter MMOs while I hunt Espinas, so let's get straight into this hunt. So, Monster Hunter has actually had an interesting history when it comes to MMOs, believe it or not, Monster Hunter's actually already had two MMOs. One of which was Monster Hunter Frontier, which was, from my knowledge, the first MMO that was developed for the series. It was only available in Asian-based countries such as Japan, Korea, and Taiwan, so Western players were not able to play it during its run, unless, the official release at least. I know some people have their own private servers nowadays and did fan translations, but probably won't go too into that in this video. And funny enough, the monster I'm fighting right now, Espinas, is actually the flagship of that monster, so I thought that would be a very fitting way to do the video for this, is just hunt the flagship of a Monster Hunter MMO while talking about them. There's actually one other MMO, which is China exclusive, Monster Hunter Online. It only ran up until 2019, which was pretty recent actually, looking back at it. And it was developed by Tencent, so yeah, only exclusive in China at the time. And currently, really don't know what the fate of MMOs from Monster Hunter will be. Honestly, I think it'd be kind of cool if they did a Monster Hunter Frontier offline remaster, where they basically, even though it's not an MMO anymore, they made it available for everyone to play. And oh no, am I about the cart? Okay, no, good. I better be careful. But yeah, as I was saying, I think it would be cool if they did a Monster Hunter Frontier offline, just so we can play all that content. Or I know eventually add the Frontier monsters now that it's not running anymore, now that they've shown they're willing to add them with Espinas and Sunbreak. And I'm not sure, sadly, I don't think anything will happen with offline just because of Tencent involvement, but we'll have to see in that area. But honestly, I'm curious if they would ever do a modern MMO for Monster Hunter. I don't know if at this time it just doesn't make sense with the ongoing portable games like Rise, and then the mainline games like World and Wilds. But honestly, I'd love to see a modern Monster Hunter MMO. A few ideas that I think would be interesting is if they did it in the Rise art style, so that it's a lot more stylized in the way that it will be ageless, so that way, since it is a long-running MMO, they don't have to necessarily worry about it being too outdated over time. And it would also be cheaper to develop, so that it would be a lot easier to add more content. So that's one way I would love to see them do a more modern-day MMO, but will they do it? I honestly am not sure. Because they might just think it's more profitable to see what they're currently doing with the mainline games and spin-offs like the story series. Oh, I almost with that. Let's see if I can get these bumps right on Espinas, but yeah, but I would love to see a modern-day MMO for Monster Hunter, but just not sure if it will ever happen. Just may not be in the box, and just it being a worldwide release would be awesome too if it did happen, now that it's a more popular series. But honestly, the more likely thing is probably just seeing more Frontier monsters being added. Because Espinas himself is an awesome monster. But don't know what other, I'm not really too familiar with the Frontier monsters, honestly. I know of a few I've seen in other videos, but we just have to wait and see what happens. But take care of. Be sure I don't get. Oh, he's running. But I know for a lot of people who are familiar with Frontiers, Espinas' inclusion in Sunbreak was a huge surprise, because originally Frontier monsters were never supposed to be added to the mainline games, but here he is now that the MMOs are no longer running. Let's see, are we gonna get a live and ride? Oh, yep. We're getting alive. Oh! Got bumped. So let's get on to that. But I wonder how... I know... I guess talking more about what they would do for modern MMO Monster Hunter. I know there was a lot of grinding in some of the front grinding quests, I believe. I have to look into it more actually. But I wonder if it would be like, I would love, sorry, lost my train of thought there for a second. But I would love to see, like, if they did do a modern MMO, like, a bunch of siege hunts. That would be awesome, like, Colt Tarov and Safajiva. If some of the in-game stuff of the MMO was basically you banding with a bunch of hunters doing giant siege quests, like, I'd love to see that more built upon. Like, oh, can you imagine, like, a modern-day Lao Shao Lung being done? Oh, it's like we're about to capture, which like Espinas is getting weaker, so we're gonna be completing this hunt soon. But yeah, just an MMO based around basically hunting more monsters with friends and doing more of that companion. Oh, sorry. Nope, there we go. But yeah, that's just my thoughts about a possible modern MMO in Monster Hunter, and I would love to see it be done. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Happy hunting all!